he's going to explain directions to you so you know how this is going to work, okay?
Please look straight at the camera. Restate all questions.
All right, if you don't understand the questions, you can ask for an explanation. What was your experience in DCA like this school year?
What was my experience in DCA like this school year? My experience was transformative, amazing, and humbling, or humbling. Some say tomato, some say tomato.
Okay, name one thing that was hard for you this year.
One thing that was hard for me this year. That's honestly a very tough question. I did not find anything hard this year. However, there were many, many challenges. Learning to ensure that our scholars did not feel any punitive reactions, but that every situation led to a learning opportunity and learning moment. That was challenging because sometimes, honestly, you really just wanted to punish the scholars. But learning that that was not really advantageous was challenging, but we were very successful.
What was your favorite class this year and why?
What was my favorite class this year and why? I have to say that all the classes were probably equally exciting, exhilarating, and challenging. I found Dr. Reed's musical class very, how should I say, rhythmic. And I found Miss Remy's religion class very inspiring. Multicultural class. Miss Remy's multicultural class, very inspiring. Can you say blooper? And I found Miss Nia and Miss E's classes very educational.
If you could change anything this school year, what would you change?
If I could change anything this school year, I would probably change our building, and I would probably change the number of scholars that we have, and I would probably change the amount of time that we have to do professional development and our PLCs. I would probably make those longer.
What 3 things have you learned about yourself this year?
3 things that I've learned about myself. I've learned that I'm more amazing than I thought. I learned that I really did follow the Spirit when I picked the lead teachers. And I've learned that I don't know nearly as much as I thought I did because I've learned much more about myself than I thought I knew.
Okay. How do you feel knowing your scholars are published authors?
Inspired, very inspired. I have 3 books out and 3 more on the burner, and I'd kind of hit a wall, but seeing my scholars publish, write, and go through the process of creating their books really inspired me. It lit a fire under me, and I want to just take a moment to thank the teachers who worked with the scholars. I want to thank Right Brain Books for providing such a platform. I really feel energized knowing that my scholars really want to publish more books. So I'm inspired. I'm really excited, and I'm grateful to God and to my scholars.
What advice would you give to your scholars scholars for next year?
Take the tools. What advice would I give to my scholars for next year? Take the tools that we've provided you. I believe we provided you with a lot of tools. Take those tools and those skill sets and sharpen them a little over the summer in summer camp, and come back next year ready to implement those tools. We have really provided you with resources that work, and I would just encourage them to continue to use those tools over the summer, and you'll be ready for next year. Come back ready and excited, because next year is going to be so much more rewarding than even this year is. And I have that on good authority. Miss E promised me. Thank you.
What advice would you give to the teachers and staff for next year?
I think the first advice I would give to the teachers is to continue to listen to the chancellor. You always do well when you listen to those who are ahead of you. So I think that's the first advice I would give. And then I would also advise them to remember that this is DCA, Destiny Calling Academy, preparing hearts, minds, and lives for a great destiny. And that is really our calling. That's our mandate. And to always remember why we do this. We do this because God gave us this calling to prepare these hearts and these minds and these lives for a great destiny. So I would just encourage them to just stay true to their calling and stay true to who they are. They're amazing.
Okay. And lastly, would you give any advice to the scholars' parents, if you had any to give?
You know, it's always a tricky situation to try and advise parents. But I would really try to remind the parents that they are really the best resource for their children, and to, as best as possible, learn the things that your children need to know, and stay active in the school community, even if it's not DCA, but of course it should be DCA. But stay active in the school community, communicate with the teachers, and know that especially in DCA, these teachers are available to you. Many of you will have their phone numbers, but they are available, and never feel like you are that parent that's annoying. We want your questions, we want your interaction, but we want your questions to be about your child's academic and social development here, and that's what we're here for. So I would just advise you to just make sure your children always feel your love and your involvement in their lives.